Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today I am going to do a little tutorial on how to play Dota Auto Chess. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully I play well enough to make the tutorial last a little while. But let's see. First, you want to go over to Arcade, and normally it gives you this link at first. You want to find your where it says Dota Auto Chess. Okay. Well, or yeah, if you've already played Dota Auto Chess, you go to Browse, but normally it's in that little line anyway. So you click Dota Auto, play Dota Auto Chess, and it'll put you into a lobby. Click Accept, and once everyone has accepted, you pretty much wait for the loadout. It's a pretty fun game. It's all about strategic plays against your opponent. I have two couriers at the moment. You when you first start playing, you only get to start out with a donkey, but I'll show you how you can get more couriers as well. Alright. So first you want to select what kind of race you want. Each race has a different type of ability associated with it. Today we're gonna go with warrior. Let me see something. Alright, we're good. So the first three rounds are creep rounds. The creep rounds have the potential to drop items which you'll need in order to increase your units of fighting power. Let's get the Naga warrior. So I have two warriors right now. Down here you have your buff bars. The buff bars will tell you what each race uh, abilities give you. So if I get a third warrior, my warriors will have +5 armor. If I get 6, I'll have 7 armor. If I get 9, they'll have 9 armor. There are also some units have multiple abilities. The Naga and the Nagad with these guys. Right here is all your opponents. Each round it'll randomly after round 3. So here's a quick view of everyone that you're playing against.
Ice is nice.
So each round you'll get a random person right here that'll play against you on this side of the board. That is your health bar right there. You can also see it down here. And this right here is your gold, which is in your mana bar. Right here tells you how much each unit is doing damage per second. This right here is your when you win your round. So I've won 2 rounds, I've lost none, and I've tied 1. This lets you know how many units you've killed and how many you have not killed. There's a little mini map. This is like tells you what's going on with everybody every round. You have 30 seconds in between every round to get your units ready. There's a mango. Mango gives you 1 to 5 mana. It's kind of random. Don't need any of these guys. Each item has its own unique stuff that it does. So this Morbid Mask gives you lifesteal. Each unit has a special ability too. Like this Mars guy has a Bulwark ability, Corrosive Haze, and Arcane Aura. Up here is where you can get your couriers. Once you get to 40 candies, you can then get a random courier, or you can buy candies and actually buy them outright. Here's your gold. Your gold shows you your base income, how much gold you received for winning the round, and you can also achieve winning bonuses and lose streak bonuses. I'll just use him for now. Your interest earned is based off the amount of gold you have. So for 10 gold you get 1 interest. For 20 gold you get 2 interest, up to 50 gold, in which you get 5 interest. So the goal is to get as much gold as possible. That way you can get as many units as you can get in upgrades. This shows you how many pieces you have on the board. This just shows you who you're playing against. This is your time in between rounds, and this is how you look at your possible pieces you can buy. Right here you can buy experience. This is how you re-roll your pieces if you don't like the original 5 that they give you. Here you can sell your items or pieces. You can recall your pieces, or you can select your pieces that way, or you can just use click to place, which is just left clicking it and then putting it where you want. Alright. I think the second race I'm going to try to achieve is the mage race. And the mage is just right there. But yeah, all these have a different type of ability that you can use to improve your game. Each round you normally get a different person. After rounds 1 through 3, the creep rounds happen at round 10, and then every 5 rounds after. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, and I believe 45 is like the highest round there is. Normally you don't make it that far anyway, but the game's normally over by then. Here you can it shows you what everyone is trying to do, their record, how many lives they've taken from other people, their gold count. This shows you the kind of traits they're trying to go, which gives you an idea of what their plan is, and this shows you the units they have. You can also see their gold right here as well. Let's see. That is basically the rundown, a real quick rundown on everything. You are able to combine items to make more things. So the Morbid Mask can also make Mask of Madness if you combine it. If a quarterstaff drops and you put it on the same character that's holding the mask.
bring the spark of death.
So right there, I leveled up so that I could put a 5th unit out there. The more I have out here, the better. And you also get the extra bonuses. Positioning can also play a big factor based off of the opponent you're playing against. This takes you back to the dashboard if you need to go back for some reason during the game. Your settings, a guide to teach you how to play, the list of every single chess piece in the game, and the leaderboard of who all plays this game. Oh, that's not good. I just lost 9 health. Let's see. What else can we work with? If you put 3 units on the board, it evolves your unit into a level 2 version of itself, which makes it stronger and increases its abilities.
Juggernaut stands ready. Head for the quarry.
Right here is your rank. So it goes, it's just like a chessboard. It goes pawn, knight, bishop, rook, king, and queen. Right now I am a knight 5, and if you get up to knight 9 and then you win a game, you get bumped up to rook 1 or bishop 1. And then you keep doing the same thing all the way up to 9, then you'll become a rook 1. And then yeah, after that is the lost again. All the way up to king. And then queen is the very highest rank you could be.
I bring the spark of death. A wolf in man's clothing.
Right now I'm just buying warriors, and while I'm searching for mages as well. If you run out of room on your board, you have to either sell it or level up to put one on the board, or you have to make those hasty decisions like, what do I keep? What's worth keeping? Am I really going to use that? Am I not going to use that? Things like that. Item drop.
Victory is ours.
You want to put your items on your units basically based on how you think the best unit would be for that.
You play with Lena, you tend to get burned.
I put her in, and that gives me 3 mages, which gives my opponent negative 35 magic resistance. Right now I have a losing streak, which, if you take advantage of it, isn't the worst thing. If you keep losing, as long as you don't... If you go the losing streak route, you want to lose with taking as little damage to your health as possible. So if you can lose while only taking 2 damage of health per round, that's like the best losing streak you can do. See, like that was perfect. And now my losing streak should improve eventually to
Head for the quarry.
I'll sell him and put him in. Now I have the 3 warrior buff. And I also have the 2 elemental buff and the 2 human buff. This is my first video I'll be posting onto YouTube about how to play Dota chess. So I apologize if anything sounds weird or off, or if I'm not catching something, but hopefully I'll get better with it over time. so that I could be able to post tutorials on more games, or maybe just some gameplay in general. Under the comments, feel free to ask any questions that you might have, and I'll do my best to answer them based off of what you've seen in the video.
Ice is nice.
I ride with the light.
Keeper of the Light does a lot of damage, so I'd rather have him in than Lena, but I'll save Lena for when I want to do my 6 mage bonus down the line. I don't think I'm ever going to use him or him now since I have, or him, since I have these 3 already leveled up and on the way. That's alright, that's good. Only took 2 damage.
Head for the quarry.
Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to buy him.
When you play with Lena,
I'm gonna buy him and store him to the side. He might be my 10th and final piece that I use later on, if I can afford to keep him on the bench. Because with the warriors, I'm only gonna go with 3 warriors and keep the 3 warrior buff. And I plan on going 6 mages, which leaves me with 1 open spot. And not only is that a strong unit later on, but he gives me bonuses towards knight, dragon, and human if I happen to have any of those at the time. Now I might switch that out later on. It's based off of strategy, but we'll see. That low, I'm surprised. I've never seen someone actually use low in a battle, but that low is, see how I have 2 Lenas right here? If I were to have the 2 Lenas on the board and then place that low in, it evolves the Lenas.
when you play with Lena, you tend to get burned.
Go with that route now, because I believe she is stronger than a level 1 Razor. And I want to keep the Crystal Maiden in because she increases the mana regen of all my units. That way they get their abilities faster. Now I've reached 50 gold, which is plus 5 interest every round. So my goal is to... Oh no. Okay, so this round you normally want to put your ranged units up front because these are like assassins and they jump behind you. Which I forgot, but lesson learned. It looks like it's still gonna be okay in my favor. Yeah, it all worked out. It all worked out.
My quest has been fulfilled.
But a lot of times you want to put your tankier units in the back and switch your ranged weaker units up to where they are, because they like to jump behind and take out the back end. So when you're at this point, unless you're like losing constantly and you're like real low, you want to try and keep your...
Ice is
Oh,
nice.
there we go, Crystal Maiden. Your gold above 50 so you can achieve the highest amount of gold that you can get. That on her. So these 2 items should combine and make 1 once the round starts, and these 2 items, the staff and the mask, should combine to make an item once the round starts. It's either during the round or after the round. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. yeah, so that's what I like to do. Keep it above 50 and don't drop below 49 basically. Because when every time you win a round, you get 1 gold, which would bump it back up to
I
50
bring
gold.
the spark of death.
There we go. Move him there so they don't get at him at an angle. So see that yeah, so it's at the beginning of every round. That combined into Kaya and hold on.